Okay.
It's been years since I've last set eyes on this place. To be forced to see her now,
I see.
I've never spoken of this to you before, but many years ago, I was a knight here. I reported to the Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
Okay.
As you know, the majority of folks in Fodlan are devout followers of the teachings of Seros.
Seros.
The leader of that ridiculously large religious organization is the Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
Thank you for your patience, Gerald. My name is Seteth. I am an advisor to the Archbishop.
Right. Hello.
It has been a long time, Gerald. I wonder, was it the will of the goddess that we have another chance meeting like this?
Forgive my silence all these years. Much has happened since we last spoke.
So I see. The miracle of fatherhood has blessed you. That is your child, is it not?
Yes. Born many years after I left this place. I wish I could introduce you to the mother of my child, but I'm afraid we lost her to illness.
Oh, no. It's one of those tragic mothers that pass away from illness. This reminds me of Full Metal Alchemist, but instead, the protagonist's father stays with them.
I see. My condolences. As for you, I heard of your valiant efforts from Alois. What is your name? A fine name indeed.
It's not... They can't
From
actually
the
say
bottom
the
of
name
my heart, I thank you for saving those students of the Officers' Academy.
No problem. They stay in my orders.
Gerald, you already know what it is I wish to say, do you not?
Yeah, bye.
You want me to rejoin the Knights of Seros, don't you? I won't say no, but...
Your apprehension stings. I had expected that Alois would have already asked this of you. I must step away for now, but I expect they will desire a word with you soon. Please listen carefully to what they have to say. Until tomorrow, farewell.
Okay.
I can't believe it. Forced back into the Knights of Seros.
I know that feeling, Pops.
I'm sorry I dragged you into this. Looks like I'll be stuck here for a while. And I'm afraid your services are requested as well.
Don't worry, Pops. I can make new friends here. That's the thing it is. Definitely not a mercenary, but as a servant.
Nothing like that. They want you to teach, by the sound of it.
A teacher?
You heard those brats earlier talking about the Officers' Academy, right?
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
the Academy just happens to be short a professor.
Yeah, one for this professor.
And apparently that damned Alois went and recommended you to Lady Rhea.
So, your friend wants me to stay safe as a professor. That's strategy.
So, you must be the new
Oh
professor.
no, it's Loki in the
how
sex change.
stern and handsome
She's
you
back
are.
from war.
No. I'm not the one you're looking for. You can handle things from here. Good luck. And watch out for Lady Rhea.
Got it, Pops.
I don't know what she's thinking making you a professor like this. She may be up to something. Stay on your guard.
Yes, Pops. Be safe too, Pops.
Oh, it's you then? So young.
Yeah, you got a problem, lady? There's some age I could be a professor in that age. I can handle myself. Some Loki transgender.
Competence and age are not necessarily correlated, as you well know.
Got a point.
I am Hanneman, a Crest Scholar and Professor at the Officers' Academy. I wonder if you bear a crest of your own. When next you have a moment to spare, I insist that you pay me a visit so we can delve into the subject further.
Okay.
I'm Manuela. I'm a professor, a physician, a songstress, and available. It's nice to meet you.
Whoa, this is too much. I'm just gonna do what the song says.
Of course. Before I came here, I belonged to a renowned opera company. Perhaps you've heard of me? The Middlefranc Opera Company is beautiful, peerless.
Spare our colleague the needless chatter, Manuela.
Thanks.
Now then, it seems you'll be taking charge of one of the Academy's 3 houses.
Of course.
I expect you haven't yet been briefed on the nature of each, have you?
Do you really not know? Fine. I'll do you a favor and explain. The Officers' Academy is comprised of 3 houses of students, each of which is closely affiliated with its region of origin.
Okay.
The Black Eagle House is for students from the Adrestian Empire. Their house leader this year is Edelgard, the
it's
Imperial
Edelgard.
Princess, who is in line to be the next Emperor.
Emperor. Is this Mulan?
The Blue Lion House is for students from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Their house leader this year is Prince Dimitri. He is to be the next king of Fargus.
Okay.
Lastly, there is the Golden Deer House, which is for students of the Leicester Alliance. Their house
Yeah.
leader is Claude, grandson to Duke
Ah.
Regan, the leader of the Alliance.
Treated.
To think that the next emperor, king, and sovereign duke are all here. It certainly is a promising year for the Academy.
I'll say. I just hope none of those little treasures cause any trouble.
You would jinx it. You wouldn't have just jinxed that. Don't jinx that twice, please.
Quite. For now, I suggest taking a stroll around the Academy to get your bearings. And when you've a moment, please stop by my research laboratory.
Okie dokie.
The old man has a point. Oh, and keep in mind that I've only notified the house leaders that you're our new professor. It's more fun that way.
Yes, ma'am.
I suggest you try spending time with the students. Some odd ducks in that bunch, but they're good kids.
Oh, you're talking about the ugly duckling?
I'm sure
that's
Lady
right.
Rhea will have more information for you tomorrow, but that should get you going. Good luck. You'll need it.
Okay, I need some private space from
Have
you.
you no intention of changing your mind, Rhea? Appointing a stranger, a child no less, as a professor at our esteemed academy is...
I have made my decision, Sedith. I know worrying comes naturally to you, but there is truly no need. That stranger is Gerald's flesh and blood, after all.
I can't say that's all too comforting. How trustworthy is this Gerald character? Is he not the man who went missing after the Great Fire 21 years ago? I would remind you that Flayn is now here with us as well. I beg of you, please consider whether this is an unnecessary risk.
Sedith, they have my trust. Let that be enough for you as well. More importantly, I have received a report from Shamir. I am increasingly concerned about a matter regarding our suspicious individual. We cannot ignore those who harbor ill will toward the church, especially if they are frequenting Garrick Mach.
Yes, that matter is of great importance as well. I shall continue my investigation. Rhea, for now I will have faith that you are placing your trust with the utmost care. I pray that nothing occurs to shake that confidence.
Well, I guess there's something suspicious with Lady Renea. Well, if you guys want me to do more of these parts, please leave a like and subscribe to this channel if you're new in this thing. And in fact, I could just do more of this video until I get bored. That's the point. Is that the theme of Fire Emblem? So this must be the golden deer. Ah, this guy's a big boy. Magic. Oh, that guy looks creepy. Oh god, please no. Stop changing my choice. I make my decision. Okay. It's time to get this. Oh, bye.
Of course. I assume you are already aware that you will be teaching here at the Officers' Academy, correct? To start,
Yep.
please speak with the 3 house leaders. You should also take a look around the academy and acquaint yourself with your new home. That is your first task here at the monastery. Please let me know if you accept it. Once you have finished, come and speak with me.
Yes, madam.
May I ask a favor of you?
Alright, let's go exploring. Okay, we should skip that. This game is good.
That's so.
Let's go look for some of the characters. The reception hall. It could have been looked like Harry Potter, but I could tell the difference is strange.
So, you've accepted a teaching position here. Pity. I was hoping you would lend your strength to the Empire. I never properly introduced myself, did I? My name is Edelgard von Hresburg. I am the princess and heir apparent of the Adrestian Empire. I wonder if you'll be tasked with leading the Black Eagles. I hope you've had a chance to meet everyone. Would you like to know more about any of the Black Eagles?
Sure. What you do?
Me? Well, some think I'm a bit distant, arrogant even, but there's little to be done. One day I must rise to become Adrestia's next emperor.
Well, good luck on that goal. And you're a noble, and you're an infantry.
What else? Well, it seems to me that we may have similar personalities.
Do we? Hubert.
Hubert is the heir of Marquis Vestra. He has served me since I was a child.
So it reminds me of Reinhardt with Ixtar, though. Okay.
You may think his blood runs a bit cold, but actually that's rather accurate. Still, if you can get past that, you'll see he's quite astute and reasonable.
Yeah, it kind of just creeps me out. Yeah, I'm gonna skip this one out. Fernand.
For some reason, he thinks of me as a bitter rival and is always trying to challenge me. It's terribly irritating. His house is that of Dugair, which produces Adrestia's prime ministers. That family is, perhaps, too pleased with its own status.
I see. Ah, this
He's
is his
remarkably
name.
intelligent, but he only wishes to apply himself to tasks that particularly interest him, and nothing else. He's also fond of, well, napping. If he had any work ethic or sense of duty to speak of, I suppose he would be destined to become an official of the Empire.
Linhardt. But when did I heard that name before? Oh. Reinhardt and Linhardt. So, if you guys know, Reinhardt is the most Bloom Tomb cavalry unit that's more destructive. Lin is actually the one of the main lords in Blazing Sword. What if you combine? That's them. What if this is them making a child? So yeah.
He's the second son of Count Bergliez. He has no inheritance in his future, which is perhaps why he's always so eager to prove himself. He's overly energetic and rushes headfirst into any battle. If he ends up in your care, be sure to keep a close eye on him.
Casper. Wait, Casper the friendly ghost? Just joking. Okay, what's this one?
She's Count Varley's only daughter. I suppose you could say she's a bit eccentric, but she seems like a gentle soul.
I see. She's kind of a little shy.
I believe she shut herself away in her quarters and doesn't care to leave, but don't worry. I'll make sure she finds her way to class.
Okay. She's kind of shy. She reminds me of Olivia. Olivia. I can't pronounce the name. It's from Awaken. You know, the dancer. She's a little shy. You know that.
Few commoners have joined the Black Eagle House, but Dorothea is an exception.
Dorothea. Wait, Dorothea from Wizard of Oz? Where did she even get here? Jeez.
She's a songstress from a famous opera company in the Empire. I'm not entirely sure what brought her to the Officers' Academy.
Another songstress. Okay.
To the west of Fodlan is an archipelago called Bridget. Petra is the granddaughter of their king.
Petra.
Bridget is a vassal state of the Empire, which is how she came to be enrolled here. She's incredibly smart and studious.
So she's a foreign exchange student. Yeah, neat. Cool. Can't get through here. I can't get through here.
Greetings! You must be the new professor. What a pleasure.
Yep.
As for me, my job is to stand here at this glorious entrance and leisurely watch over the comings and goings of everyone. Make folks smile, you know? And by that, I mean to vigilantly guard this entrance with my very life. No levity whatsoever. As of now, nothing to report.
What? I'm not the new student. I'm actually the new professor. Okay. Office Academy.
Well, scored a teaching gig here, did you? Talk about a great first impression. I guess that means I'd better introduce myself properly. I'm Claude Von Regan.
How? Okay. There's another character. That's name. Its middle name is Vaughn.
I'm from the ruling house of the Leicester Alliance, but don't worry too much about all that madness. I'm guessing you don't know which class you'll be teaching yet, do you? I bet you'd like ours. We're not as difficult as the other two.
Well,
Have you met the folks from the Golden Deer House yet? Care to know more about anyone?
I could check out. I'm gonna check out them. Let me check out you first.
Piqued your interest, have I? As luck would have it, I'm pretty curious about you as well. But what's life without a bit of mystery? Let's just spend the next year or so learning about each other little by little.
I'll probably think about it.
He's the heir of Gloucester territory. If you haven't already picked up on it, he's a bit arrogant and fancies himself a ladies' man.
Ah.
That said, deep down he's really devoted and honest. Though I wouldn't mind never hearing him talk about his noble obligations ever again.
Oh, he's noisy. He's noisy. Okay.
He comes from a merchant family, but his parents died in an accident. Seems like he's had a rough life. Despite all that, he's just about the most cheerful guy you'll ever meet. His passions are training, eating, and actually that's about it.
Oh, that's sad. Man, I felt bad. Now I felt bad with one student now. No parents. I'm sad. I lost a mother. I respect that.
He's the second son of a merchant family. Since his brother will inherit the business, he's training to become a knight. If you ask me, it doesn't seem like he truly wants to be a knight. He's probably just doing it to please his parents.
Ah, an oppressor who wants to oppress his own family. Okay.
Lysithea is the daughter of Count Ordelia, and is probably the youngest student here. But watch out, she gets angry if you treat her like a child. As for me, I do it on purpose. You have to make your own fun in this place, you know? Lysithea is the daughter of Count, but watch out.
Oops, wrong button. There's the
Marianne
people.
is Margrave Edmund's daughter, and that's pretty much all I know about her. She doesn't interact much with other students, so I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of folks here have never even heard her speak.
I could be one of the few persons to speak to her. In fact, I kind of like her though.
Hilda is the only daughter of Duke Goneril. It seems her father and brother coddle her quite a bit.
Looks like Zavala in the with pink hair.
If you look up lazy in the dictionary, her picture won't be there because she never got around to submitting it. Not too unusual for a noble, I guess.
I guess so.
Leone enrolled because she wants to be a mercenary. I think she said that her father is a hunter. She's pretty blunt and as stingy as they come. A habitual saver, too. I think she's hoping to repay her village for helping to send her here.
An archer. Alright.
Yeah.
We shall speak next time.
Hi.
So you're the skilled mercenary who saved Claude, are you?
Oh, you are? It's such an honor to meet you. Ignatz Victor. My parents are Alliance merchants.
And I am Lysithea Von Ordelia. Please do not forget it.
Wow, a lot of bonds.
What do you think?
Hey, are you that mercenary? Everyone's been talking about you.
Yep.
I'm Hilda Valentine Goneril, and her name
Valentine.
is... Marianne Van Edmund. Are you joining the Knights of Seros or something? Well, I look forward to seeing more of you.
I'll think about it.
Huh? Are you someone's guest? The dining hall's that way, if that's what you're looking for.
No, Raphael, that's Captain Gerald's kid.
Ah, you know my father.
Hi, I'm Leone Pinelli, Captain Gerald's first and greatest apprentice. I'm sure he's told you about me.
Ooh.
Nice to meet you. I'm Raphael Kirsten. Who are you again?
Okay.
What do you think?
He's so bright. I can't even argue.
Yeah.
I regretted my decisions.
Right.
Alright, Dimitri.
Please accept my apologies for the other day. You came to our aid, yet I hadn't even the courtesy to properly introduce myself.
It's okay, Dimitri.
I am Dimitri Alexandra Blathid, Crown Prince of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Of course, at the Academy, I am simply a student. And I've heard word that you are to become a professor here.
Yeah, indeed.
Delightful news. I still have much to learn, but I'm confident I could benefit greatly from your guidance.
Absolutely.
In any case, welcome to the monastery.
Yep.
I hear you're investigating the different houses here. Did any of the blue lions catch your attention?
Alright, let's check out the gang. The last house.
Oh, please forgive me. It's difficult to open up on the spot, don't you think?
Yeah, it is.
I'm afraid my story has not been a pleasant one. I do hope that doesn't color your view of me, but I understand if that can't be helped.
It's okay, Dimitri. I know you're not the brightest prince around.
Hello. Dedu was born in Dusker, and has been loyally working in my service for the past 4 years. He's rather taciturn, but once you get to know him, you'll see he's a kind and good-natured young man.
Oh.
Felix is the heir to House Fraldarius.
The Navarre in
He
this.
has a bit of a sharp tongue, but don't let that fool you.
So this is
Deep down,
Navarre.
he's a good guy.
Another person that acts like Navarre and what's his name? Rudo? Don't remember his name is.
He gravitates toward people who are skilled. Perhaps you would enjoy a friendly competition with him sometime.
I called it. Ashy.
He's the adoptive son of Lord Lenato of Castle Gaspar, but I hear he was born a commoner. He has an extremely earnest personality, so I'm certain he will approach your lectures with great enthusiasm.
So, oh, he's weak against Tomb. Okay.
Sylvain is the heir to House Gautier. He is a capable person who highly values his friends. That said, well, he's always been a bit of a skirt chaser, so to speak.
Ooh.
Pardon my bluntness.
It's
I speak
okay.
with him about it often, but it doesn't seem to help.
Oh. Look, he's a skirt chaser. Okay. 3 more to go.
I hear she was born to imperial nobility, but a twist of fate brought her to the kingdom. She may seem carefree on the surface, but she's actually a kind soul who pays careful attention to everyone around her.
Okay. Oh, she only used magic. Wow, she's weak against all the 3 weapon triangles. And armor. And it, yeah.
Annette is Baron Dominic's niece. She is a talented student who scored extremely high marks at the Royal School of Sorcery.
Okay. She can use axe, magic, and I have no idea what that flag is, but that
She's
could be useful.
cheerful and hardworking. Brilliant, really. Though she can be a bit oblivious at times. I hear she caused an explosion in the kitchen last night.
Oh. It's fine. People make mistakes. And the final person.
Ingrid is Count Galatia's daughter. She is also a childhood friend of Felix, Sylvain, and myself.
Felix.
She is diligent, industrious, and principled. In truth, she is more knightly than most knights you will ever meet.
Wow, she has no weakness. Look at that. Well,
I appreciate your effort.
thanks. I got the money. Oh, time to head back.
How are you enjoying your time at the Academy thus far? I hope you have found our halls brimming with the vitality of well-intentioned souls.
I suppose it is time for you to take charge of one of our 3 houses of students.
Yes, sir.
I must note that I am personally against entrusting someone as lacking in trackable history as yourself with such a task.
I
But
apologize.
it is as the Archbishop desires.
The black eagles, the blue lions, and the golden deer. All so different. I hope you've made it a point to get to know each of them.
Yeah.
Since you are new here, we have decided to allow you first pick. Manuela and I will take charge of the remaining 2 houses.
So, this is like Pokemon. Well, you choose your own starter, but this time, when this, you choose your own group. House. Which house will I choose? The Golden Deer was good, because they have that girl, the shy girl. She's pretty good. But can I recruit her from a different house though? Well, this guy's good. I really don't trust her group because that one guy named Hubert, he sounds suspicious and evil. Sorry. Aldegard. Blue Lions? Yeah. Not bad team though. So, my decision? Well, if you guys haven't watched my last upload, I made a summon section and I made a tweet that which house I'm gonna go for if I get one of the 3 houses unit. That's how my decision or choice. So, the answer is, Faith, or should I say Fire Emblem Heroes. The unit that I got was actually Blue Lions. So, I'm in Team Blue Lions.
So you have chosen the Blue Lions led by Dimitri, correct?
Because I can't choose out of those 3 houses. It's so hard, so I let Fire Emblem House to choose it for me. So, I want to thank Fire Emblem House for making this decision, and I got the unit.
Your heart has made its choice then. All I ask is that you guide these open minds with virtue, care, and sincerity.
They are all promising youths who bear the weight of Fodlan's future upon their shoulders. I hope you appreciate what an honor it is to lead them.
Brother? Oh, I am so sincerely sorry. I did not mean to interrupt.
God, I didn't know. So we have an Elise. An Elise here.
I am in the middle of something, Flame. Is it urgent?
So he's Xander.
No, it's nothing. More importantly, who is this?
This is our newest professor at the Academy.
Oh my! A new addition to the Officers Academy! I am so very pleased to meet you, Professor.
Nice to meet you too. Hello and Elise?
I am Seteth's little sister, Flame. I am so happy to make your acquaintance.
Let us focus on the topic at hand.
Yes, sir.
There is something you should be aware of. In a few days' time, there will be a mock battle between the 3 houses, intended to gauge the current progress of the students.
So we're gonna fight each other with students against professors.
We will be using this battle as an opportunity to ascertain your own abilities as well. Please do not disappoint the Archbishop. That is all.
Okay. So I made my decision. Blue Line is my hometown.
Wait, does this mean our new professor is... No, I really can't believe it! But I was speaking to you so casually, as though we were companions. I am so sorry, Professor. You just look the same age as the rest of us, and... Oh, and I'm sorry I just said that too. I really must watch my tongue.
It's okay, Annie. It's okay.
You say that, but I just don't know about all of this.
I'll admit, it doesn't sit well with me either. After all, we wish to show you due respect.
Sure, but if the professor says it's okay, shouldn't that be enough? That is, if your highness can consent to such a thing. After all,
We're already speaking this way to our future king, so we may as well relax our speech with our professor too, right?
Well, we're not in the kingdom, so it only goes to follow that we should all speak companionably. I concede. If the professor says it's fine, we ought to accept that kindness gratefully.
As for me, I'm not sure I can manage.
You don't have to force yourself if it's too difficult. You're fine with that too, right, Professor?
Exactly.
Such benevolence is a sight to behold. I don't suppose you would care to join me for tea. We could discuss education and marriage.
Whoa, marriage.
Control yourself, Sylvain. I have more important matters to discuss with
Oh,
our
that's
new
Felix.
professor.
That's his name.
Come to the training ground later. There, you will show me what you're capable of.
Whoa.
You aren't wasting any time, are you, Felix? As it were, count me in for any such battle.
Pardon me, but I would also love to observe you in battle for future reference, if that's okay with you.
Ash, I won't have you speak of merely watching. You should join us as well.
If you get injured, simply say the word and I'll patch you up straight away.
Your Highness, do take care not to go overboard.
You worry too much to do. I'll be fine, I promise.
My companions, is there not something inherently wrong with crossing blades as a way to bond with each other?
I never thought of it that way. Well, if that's how you feel, I suppose you'll just stay behind while the rest of us are at the training ground?
Ingrid, my dearest friend, you really are too harsh on me.
Well then, Professor, what do you think? As you can see, the Blue Lion House is a lively bunch, and you'll find none who work harder. I'm certain we'll cause our fair share of trouble, but I'm very much looking forward to the year ahead.
Yes. God, that was a hard decision. Well, break time.